Hey, Jeremiah, Steps Pressure Washing and more. We are heading out to Garner today, and then we're going to be doing a house out in Clayton. Going to be doing a little bit of gutter cleaning, just 2 houses today, nothing huge. So I'm going to take you guys along with me today because there's not a huge rush. We will be doing a little bit of advertising as we go. This is something that I kind of wanted to touch on today because it was the biggest mistake I made in my first 2 years, especially the winter time. So the first year I kind of just completely stopped after September. I said, it's done, there's no more, we're not going to do any more until spring. The next year we did, a little bit in the winter here and there, Then our second year, we were doing a little bit in the winter and really not a whole lot going on. So I just kind of quit. We had nothing for November and December, I think. Last year we kind of hit our stride advertising. I kind of found my groove with the yard signs and Facebook and doing a little bit of here and there. So I actually put a lot more money into advertising because I had already made some more money there in the fall. And this year we had we followed that up with our biggest month ever in January to start our year off for, I guess, our third full year in business. And that kind of snowballed for the rest of the year because I said, hey, this works. So we were putting out yard signs and getting calls. We weren't, jamming out in January or February, but we were, putting up record numbers for us. And, our January of this year, we did more than we did of May of our second year, or even June. It was just our biggest month ever. And I said, hey, these yard signs work. So we are getting it ready to go today. I've got some yard signs in the truck. I've got the big ones for the intersections, and I've got the smaller ones that we're going to be putting out at the front of subdivisions. Just really trying to drum up a little bit more business for next month because we've already, I think, got 8 jobs booked for next month, which isn't great. It's phenomenal compared to what we've been doing in December, but we really want to finish the year off strong. So I'm going to do a little bit more advertising out today, really just doing that as we go, marketing. That way, maybe here in a couple weeks, we'll start marketing for January and go ahead and set up our 4th full year as best we can to get started. Well, I've got a couple ladders loaded. I got to get a little bit more of the equipment loaded up. So I'm going to put you down. I'll pick you up here when we get to Garner. All right, so we're out here on the first house, and these gutters are pretty darn full. We've got trees growing in pretty much every corner of the house. So I'm going to get up here. I'm going to blow this roof off. The gutters are wet, so we're going to be cleaning this out by hand and then using the blower to clear the downspouts. So not what I was hoping for today, but we're going to make it work. Super wet and muddy. It's been a couple years since these have been cleaned. Yeah. These are super packed. And this is when the blower really is not going to do much use. All these roots are in here, tangling together, holding everything in place. All right, so here we go. We're on the back side now. Tons and tons of mud coming out of these, and just really getting most of this debris out. As you can see down at the end, I've already gotten that part right here cleaned out. I'm going to come back through with the leaf blower, blow out all the small debris, and clear out all of the downspouts. All right, there we go. Final product. This one's ready to roll up. We're out here on job number 2 now. We've got ladder number 1 set up here. You can kind of, you can't see from here, but there's a ton of leaves up on this roof. And this is our third time being at this property. This was where we actually I made the very first video for this channel. And back here I've gotten the little giant set up. We actually did some gutter repair on here about a year ago. And they are still holding, but they still need to get the fascia boards replaced. And I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit here. You can kind of see damage on this side as well. So I'm giving her another card for a local company that does fascia board replacements that I've been recommending lately because they do a lot of exterior work. But hey, I'm going to get this thing started. Alright, and here is that damaged fascia board. A little bit more damaged area. A lot of water being retained here in the gutter just because it is not being pitched correctly. That is basically just gone. It is soppy wet. Alrighty, so this one is all set. I am done with my ground cleanup. Got a nice pathway here, and I've cleaned up the back deck so that it is nice and accessible for the client, and just try and make it nice and clean enough. Alright, well that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'm going to go talk to the client, get paid, give them a quote for the deck cleaning, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe out there.